Hello lovelies, welcome to lanmoutarot. This is a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars. Anywhere that you have Taurus in your chart, there's a message for you. And look at this. So this card just came out. This was on top. We're gonna put this here. Okay, Taurus, and I'm gonna pull some more card for you because I already showed it to you, so I feel like I should keep it, but there's more messages there for you. Okay, you're gonna get a little bit extra. I already see it. Here we have the King of Fire, the heart on the sleeves here, that golden sun creating a halo behind him, that white beard. It's like this blessing. Someone who has like really feeling their emotions, was very mature, that has a lot of wisdom. Okay, which is can be a Leo, a Sagittarius, or an Aries. Some of you are dealing with, or you have that in your chart, especially in Aries here, heavily in your chart. And this is a man that's very well balanced, okay, very attuned, the King of Fire. Someone who's also carries love in their heart. They're really attached. They approach things from the point of view of love. They remain in the love space, and it's because that they have so much wisdom. It's because they're so enlightened, okay. And we have the Eight of Air, which is the card of feeling stuck. I feel like some of you are trying to get your energy. You're trying to get out of that feeling of feeling stuck. Okay, you're trying to get out of this, of that a mentality that makes you, a way of thinking that makes you feel like you're stuck. Oh, okay, we have a flipper here. And here we have the Three of Earth. So that feeling of that you are stuck in a situation may be in regards to a partnership. It may be because that perhaps there was, or there is, a third party involved. But the Three of Earth is about creating something new. It's about starting a new project together, okay? And you feel like some of you maybe feel like you are stuck here, especially if it's a three-party situation. Like there's someone here who have another person, there's someone here who have a commitment elsewhere. And the call is the card of judgment on this deck. This is the good tarot we are using again, number 20, which is a judgment card. This is the angels calling you home, calling you. It's time for you to atone for your sins, in a way of speaking, right? This is an angel calling you home, calling you back. It's a sense of reconciliation here. Calling you back to your creator, calling you back to your maker. There is a sense here as well of reuniting, right? Reunion. And at the same time, if there were mistakes made, there must be, someone must atone for them. Ask for forgiveness, okay? And do the things that are necessary in order to receive someone's forgiveness, if you will. But there's a sense of feeling stuck here, stuck in your mind about a partnership, or because there's a three-party situation that someone feels stuck in. Because the Strength card is here, it's telling me there was some kind of negativity. There's something that's negative, a negative way of thinking, a negative entity, a negative way of connecting, that someone really needs to gather the strength in that regard. The Strength card is also the card of Leo, and we have that King of Fire here. Some of you may indeed be dealing with a Leo, and it's asking you to really use your feminine strength. Look at the way the sun rays are pulling on to the face of that feminine figure here. It's for you to use more. You know how they say negotiation, you can use the carrot or the stick, to use more of the carrot in order to get your way, okay, with another, to use more of your feminine energy, subtle energy, not aggression, in order to get your way, in order to resolve an issue here that's requiring a lot of strength, that is require you to be courageous. That's requiring you to use your courage, to use your strength, to stand your ground in a way, almost to be willing to fight for it, for what you believe in. But it's not a fight with aggression that's required during this time, Taurus. It's a fight of wills that's going to be the fight is going to be won by appealing to the heart, by appealing to the feelings, by appealing to another's better angels, okay? At the bottom here we have Moon, intuition, there's secrets, because the Moon card is alignment, number 18, right there underneath that Eight of Air and the Three of Earth. That's telling me here there are some things that are still in the shadow that you do not know about. And it's also telling me at the same time, because there's someone is playing here. There's someone, we still don't see the face. We still don't see the face, right? Seems like it's almost like there's a feminine figure playing a harp. But and there's this huge moon So I feel like something is hidden. You can't really see the true face of somebody or something. Like you don't know all the information there is to know. But at the same time, Spirit is calling you to use your intuition, to use your, because the moon is not just about what's in the shadow. It's feminine energy with the moon, okay? That's a mother, the ultimate mother, where the sun will be the, you know, the masculine energy, like, you know, the father, if you will. So like with that moon energy here is to, for you really to take on that your feminine energy, to really tap into your intuition, to really use, even if you're a man that watching this, to really tap into that softer side, receptive energy during this time. And I pulled this, and that Six of Water really wants to be seen. That's also another card, minor arcana, card of reconciliation. So we have two cards of reconciliation that's showing up here as part of this reading for you. So there is an emotional situation here that's calling for you to use your feminine power, and there's a reconciliation that's in on the table. Oh my goodness, number 29. There's two this is the card of the lady. There's two ladies on this deck. This is the Gilded Reverie Lenormand, and there's two card of lady on this deck, and this one is the one of the sexual lady, okay? The other one is more of a quiet lady enjoying a beautiful evening, if you will, with holding a book and a rose, and she's well dressed. I mean, she's not like, there's no sexual tension. She's just more like a woman in love thinking. But here it's almost like someone was waiting for a lover. She's wearing that red robe, you know, her one of her breasts out. She's almost, you know, in the nude, holding onto her heart, her chin, maybe remembering that perhaps that chin was given to her by that person, right? She's in a waiting mood, and there's a ring. There's a ring, the medallion, the chin, that's, there's a ring in her, it's not a chin, if you will, but you know what I mean. In that necklace she's wearing, is there's a ring. It's almost like she has removed a ring. Maybe that ring was given by a lover, or perhaps the ring has it's a Venus symbol, the ring. That's it's not so just a ring. So it's like, it's someone who's in touch of her sexuality, okay? This is like a very sexual woman here. So for some of you, it was that you are connecting with someone. Perhaps the relationship was one that was of a sexual nature, okay? And perhaps that that is not what you want, or perhaps that's what that person, you felt like that person wanted from you. It seems like you've been in waiting mode. For some of you, you've been waiting for a return, for someone to return to you, right? You are missing that person. There's a lot of passion here. You desire that person, okay? And that person have left you in waiting, and it seems like that reconciliation is about to happen. But in the middle sector here, there's an issue. Let's get a little bit on that Eight of Air. Why are you feeling stuck? Why are you feeling restrained? Why are you feeling restrained? There's an issue here, okay? Oh, the dog. And by the way, the dog number 18, it comes out in reverse like this, and I don't read reverse in the normal, but if we were to, it would be that someone the problem is, you're stuck in your head, you're thinking you feel stuck. It's because you feel loyal to that person, some of you, and perhaps they don't deserve your loyalty, but you feel loyal to that person. And the what we see here at the bottom here on the Lenormand is the 10 of heart, right? That we will consider the 10 of cups. You feel loyal to that person because you feel like your happiness, you're stuck in your mind. You feel stuck in this relationship. You feel stuck there because you feel like your ultimate happiness, your 10 of cups, remains with that person. That person is the holder of your 10 of cups. That person is your wish fulfillment, okay? And that's why you remain loyal to that person. We have number 4. You see, they're your home. When you think of that person, you think of your home, your happy place. They're your happy place. They're your happy. Oh my gosh, Taurus. This is your person. You feel like this is your person, and you feel stuck. You're gonna remain loyal to them, waiting to receive, waiting for an offer of partnership, perhaps. Waiting, knowing that person has something else that occupies them, that has precedence than you. Whether it's another lover, perhaps because this is the 3 of earth, perhaps it's work, it's their career that's more important. But some of you here are in waiting. the dog is also number 18, as we see here, which goes down to a 9. But I feel like for a lot of you, that waiting, it's almost coming to a completion. Okay, here comes number 19. That's actually quite a welcoming sign during this time, because this is the Tower. There's something here that's going to happen, that's going to shift that perspective. There's going to be the Tower in the Lenormand is not the same as the Tower in the Tarot. This is more about work and industry, if you will. So it's like somebody here is really focused on their job. Money is their thing. And I feel like for some of you, Taurus, you may feel like that person either has a lover, or you feel like that person only interest in you is that of a lover in of your body, or you don't understand that person, perhaps they value you more than you realize, and that person needs to find a way to overcome their attachment, or their, I don't want to say attachment to money, but in pursuing their goals, it's almost like they're ignoring other things in their lives. And it may be you guys that are doing that. Okay, it may be you that is with someone where that's all they want to offer you during this time, or that's all you're receiving from them, which is just the sexual energy, and you would like more. You want loyalty from that person. You'd like to create a home with that person, and you feel stuck in waiting. But you feel deep down in your that this person is your person. Your intuition is telling you to wait, because you feel like your happiness remains with that person. In your heart of heart, you believe that this is your person. And if there's some of you who believe that person, the strength card, like Angelica always say, here another YouTuber, she's a major YouTuber. She was one of the first people I started watching on YouTube. In regards to tarot reading and whatnot. If your person, let's say for example, let me finish that train of thought. She always says, whenever you see the strength card, the devil is somewhere lurking. If the devil energy, the negative energy that you believe that person was dabbing in, is about cheating with another, is about having different lovers, it may not be the case. Okay, for some of you, it may be that person's third party situation here, that person's negative entity or negative person, devilish attitude or habits might have been in regards to finances and work, and focusing too much on, I shouldn't say focusing too much on that, but really spending all their time, all their energy on that, or giving that way more weight than a relationship during this time. Because here we have, it's the 6 of Spades. That's also that's air energy that's moving away. The 6 of Spades is like the 6 of air, which is the energy of moving away from troubles, right? Moving away from rough sea to calmer sea. And number 19 in the tarot is also the Sun card. It's like this person is really obsessed with security. They feel like they need to work in order to provide, to create a certain stability and security. That's like for you, or for their home, for their family, wherever that may be, and it's taking a lot out of them. They're not going nilly-willy about it. Okay, and if that's you, the same applies. There is someone here, but there's let's remember what's facing this reading. There's a reconciliation here that's at end. If someone, let's say, was treating in your way that make you feel like, oh, you're just a body to me, and you're always in waiting mode, if you will, just know they see you more than that. They see you as more than that. That person is more loyal to you than you may think. Even though you in your mind, you're lost in your thoughts, in your thinking, you're overthinking, just thinking, they're doing other things. but it's not what you may be thinking. It may not be as bad as you may be thinking. Yes, if someone cares for you, they should be showing it to you. They should be making you a priority, and they should be communicating clearly to you. But I feel like that person is so focused and concentrated on what they're working, they're building, that they cannot. You see, this is the magnifying glass here. They have a laser focus about what they're doing, but it's almost like that at the same time, you Taurus, you need to have to look at things a little bit closer, okay, of what is real here, what's happening here. And also for some of you Taurus, I must say it, if you feel like you're stuck in a certain situation, in a certain, or you're about to enter a certain partnership with another person, don't just rely on your, don't rely simply on your intuition, your feelings about it. I shouldn't say intuition, on your feelings, okay? Not even feelings, on your emotions. That's what it is. Don't rely heavily on your emotions about it. Don't be too much on your emotions. Be very strong about, especially if it's a work situation, about a partnership. Be very strong about what are the rules, what are the laws, okay? Because you don't want to get yourself involved in something where you may be in jeopardy. You may be putting your own security in jeopardy, okay? You want to create, if it's a new foundation, a new business, you're starting with other people, especially even if it's a romantic situation here, you're starting with someone else, you're creating a new home, you're bringing to merging two lives together. You want to be very firm about what it is that you expect, about what's important to you. And you want to if let's say someone is asking you to sign a prenuptial agreement or whatever, you want to look very closely, to take a second look, to be very it's not even about being strategic, but to be very smart about how you approach it, about what you're signing, to know all the details, to ask questions. Because there is a potential here that someone might use your softness, might use your kindness for weakness. And for some of you, it is that you are thinking you are being used by someone, but that was not the case. That person never intended it to be that. They were just so focused on something else. They were not giving you your fair due. They were not showing you and sharing with you the depth of their feelings, of their emotions. And I feel like for some of you, as you come, that person comes back around, they're going to be showing more of that to you. They're going to be perhaps fighting more for you, showing more courage in the relationship, okay, in the partnership. This is more cards than anyone else have had. You guys, look at this compass. What do you want to follow your journey? What do you want? So take a closer look and to decide which path you want to follow. To follow your North Star here, okay, Taurus? This is a compass. Your own inner guide. What's important to you is what's gonna guide you as you move forward. We have number 8 again here. We have 8 and 8 on here. So this is a sense here of there's a transformation happening where there was negativity, where there was untrustworthiness. Things are gonna start changing around. There's going to be you guys gonna have to work. I cannot take all this. You're gonna have to work on this partnership, whether it's a love partnership or not. And I feel for some of you it is in regards to love here, and there's a question of loyalty. How loyal is someone is to you, okay? Someone you've been waiting on someone. I feel like it's very important here to take a closer look, to know who you are, to fight for what you believe in. If it's a commitment that you desire from that person, to ask for it, to not just sit and wait and hope, but to ask for it, to let it be known. This is what I expect, this is what I want. And to be strong about it, to stand your ground about it. Okay? At the bottom here we have trust. This is your Romance Oracle card. This situation is calling for you to have faith, To have faith, because to have faith in knowing if you're supposed to be reconciling with that person, you will be reconciling with that person, because you have call here, you have judgment here, okay? And to have faith that if there was any negativity involved here in the situation, it's gonna be overcome. Then it's gonna be overcome in a very soft, non threatened way, in a calm way, in a peaceful way, okay? And this is your card attraction. You attract love by enjoying this moment fully. You attract love by enjoying this moment fully. And so if your person is far away from you, for some of you, and you're not close to them, and you feel like you're waiting for them, don't just sit staring at the window. Don't be that person. You will reunite with your person, but live your life, okay? Be happy right now. Don't wait for that person to come back to you for you to be happy. Don't feel like you're stuck staring at the window waiting on that person. Be the woman that you would want to be for that person when they were here. If you're a man and you want to be the man that you would want your you would want to be for your girl, like right now, today, okay? What do you say? If you want a beautiful life, you would like to have a beautiful man, take care of yourself. Be your beautiful self. Feel your beautiful self. It's the same way, okay? You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Be happy, and your happiness will come even faster to you, okay? Ooh, flew onto the floor. This is a mystical... Okay, let me send it that way. Sorry, so I'm becoming a gymnast here, trying to grab that for you. Yeah. Okay, this is a mystical shaman oracle card. I haven't used it in a while. We have the council here. At the bottom of the deck, we have number 8, which is the circle. Look at it, all the hands. There's many people involved in the situation. I feel like your own circle is important during this time as to how you deal with that. Rely on your circle. Ask for help if needed. You are not alone, okay? There's a whole community involved, and here again we have the council. Like it's about asking for advice here, okay? Asking for help, being able to... I'm gonna read that from the book for you because it's so good. I love this deck, and the messages are so clear. Okay, I'm going to read the circle for you because it draws my energy in so much for you, Taurus. It says this: when the circle appears, it reminds you that you're connected to everything and everyone, including to spirit. Spirit's essence beats in your heart and inspires you to co-create your world. Knowing that you count, that you have purpose in this world, imagine even a smile to a stranger can change the course of a life. When the circle invites you to dance in the sacred steps of life, know that your work, your love, your service brings greater value than you can know. Stay the course, keep dancing, and all will be well. All will be well. Stay the course. You have greater value. You don't just have to be this person. You don't have to connect with someone from your base chakras, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But to be able to connect your life in every way, to be able to attract the person that you want, the kind of relationship that you like to be, to try to form that relationship in your life right now, to be that person. What you want is loyalty. What you want is a solid, foundation, is to build a partnership, a home with another. To, when you connect with someone new, to present yourself as that, right? As someone who's loyal, and to be loyal, as someone who already have a solid foundation for themselves, okay, that just wants to join forces, if you will, as someone who already have a home. Even if you just have a room, is sharing a room, whatever it is that you have, that foundation that you have, the home that you have right now, even if you're staying with your parents, with your family, even if you have your own home, to create a sense of warmth in your own home. When someone enters your space, for them to feel warm, for them to say like, oh, okay, she really cares. She cares about herself. She cares about her home. For that person to want to give even more and more and more, right? To fulfill your every dream. So just know that your life is important, your life matters, and I feel like for some of you, it's your thinking that's making you feel like that sense of I feel like that person value you more than you realize, okay, Taurus. And I'm going to go here to number 11, which is the card that actually came out for you. And this is number 11. I'll hold it up for you. This is your card, and it says the council has a message for you. Listen with your inner senses. The handwriting is already on the wall, so look about you and you will discern its meaning. Do not wait for further signs. Embark on the journey to love deeply, forgive sincerely, and dare greatly. Take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. Take a leap of faith without take the leap without requiring life to assure you of success. The council are the luminous beings who hold the collective wisdom of humanity. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. That's why we have the call light here: judgment, atonement. They are the ones. Let me put this behind it because the card in question here is the council. But here we have call, judgment. They are the ones before whom you will do your life review when you cross into the world of spirit. A life review is when we place our good and our bad deeds on a divine scale and attempt to explain why we did not love or forgive or dare as greatly as we might have. Know that their wisdom is available to you at all times when you live in a state of yes, in an unconditional relationship with life. They remind you of your place around the sacred fire, which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You will claim it when you're on inner with your. You will claim it when you're on. I'm sorry. Why is that hard? You will claim it when you own your inner wisdom. When you own your inner wisdom, and that's the crux here of the message. Okay, when you own your own inner wisdom. This guy here, the King of Fire, is wise, enlightened, right? With the halo, with the white beard, telling us wisdom. And here, Taurus, during this time, Spirit is really asking you to almost to be a judge in your own life before you meet the council of luminous being. Okay, that's gonna weigh your good deeds against your bad deeds, because that's gonna happen regardless. But you can start the process, and for you to believe that you are worthy, that you have a place in the circle of life, that your life is important, that your life matters, that there's a reason that you're here. I feel like for some of you, you've been really shortchanging yourself as to your value, whether it's because of a past experiences, of just a way of thinking that you need to get over here. You need to get over that way of thinking, or that you're stuck, or that your life is limiting, or that you can only do this, or that you can only live in that place, you can only do that kind of job. You need to really come out from that feeling of restrictions, to free yourself, to spread your wings, and to be. If you want a loyal relationship, you want a home, you want a family, you need to own that and live a life that's going to attract more of that to you. Okay, but there is a sense here, there is judgment being taken on you during this time, because this is your reading. Okay, Taurus, this is your reading. We have judgment. We have, when I pull the moon card here, we have the Six of Water, reconciliation, and here we have the council. And this Spirit reminding you that all of us will face judgment. We don't know the day, we don't know when, we don't know, what exactly, but there's a sense here that during this time, you need to take ownership. You need to claim. You need to own. What was that last sentence I tell you that I was stumbling on? Let me read it again to you. This is really good. And I feel this message, Taurus. My ascendant is in Taurus, so I understand. It says here, you will claim it when you own your inner wisdom. Okay, they remind you of your place around the sacred fire. They remind you of the place in that circle around the sacred fire, around this circle, which has been reserved for you since the beginning of time. You belong where you are. Your place has been reserved. Follow your North Star. Follow your own inner compass. Follow your truth. To know and stand your ground and be willing to fight for what you believe in. Be willing to fight for your ideals. Be willing to fight for your desires. Be willing to fight for your higher angels, if you will, to get over any negativity, to use your strength. Yes, that may be in regards to a relationship, but I feel like for most of you, this is really you, Taurus. This is like, oh, you. It's you coming out of the shadow. It's you coming from the clouds, from these feelings of feeling restricted and restrained. It's you getting over your negative habits, negative way of thinking, scarcity of mind, and all these other things. It's you understanding that you can be the king of fire. You can embody that spirit of the king of fire. Enlightenment, wisdom, passion, full of heart, and still remain calm. Look at her. Look at his stance here. This is not a man who's approaching with ego. Even the slant of the body. This is humility. Okay, this is someone who's willing to listen, to understand, and who knows who they are. Take a closer look at who you are, Taurus. Take a closer look at all the gifts that the divine has given you. Take a closer look at. I'm surprised the Virgo card didn't come out for you. Take a closer look of all the good things you've done and all the bad things that perhaps you have done. And to start now, to start correcting your course in accordance to your higher self, in accordance to the things that you want to happen to your life. Because this is just you. And Spirit is going to help you to do that. We have the Strength card here. This is major arcana energy. I hope this message brought some clarity and help you out in some way, because this is like really good, and I know it's going long, and I'll see you next week. If you'd like to show support to this channel, please continue to do so, and I appreciate every single one of you. As always, remember, love is the only answer. Bye.